Hello, horror freaks. It is Horrorman Mike here. And last night I had a coworker say the most beautiful thing to me. He approached me and he said, Mike, I have a bag of horror stuff for you. It's going to be Christmas in July, guys. It is actually Christmas in July. So apparently, coworker and coworker's wife were going through their DVD collection, their movie collection, and consolidating things. And they had a bunch of duplicates, or they had physical media that was a duplicate of something that they owned digitally. So they ended up with a bag of horror and maybe some sci fi stuff that they were going to donate. And the wife asked the husband, do you know anybody that would want this stuff? And my coworker said, I know a guy. So, yeah, that's where we are here. I have no idea what's in this bag. I saw one thing that's in this bag. That's just because it was in the top as I picked up the bag. But otherwise, this is going to be, I don't know, a blind bag react. I don't normally do this kind of content. I don't watch like blind bag reaction videos, unbagging, unpacking videos. I don't watch that kind of stuff. But it is a type of media. It is something people enjoy watching, so I'm like, fuck it, why not? Anyways, I have no idea what's in this bag, so we're gonna dive right in. First off, we have Tales from the Crypt, season one. Oh man, I watched this as a kid or like a teen on HBO when it was out, probably way too young. But then again, this is made for TV, so I don't want to say I was too young to watch it, because if I remember correctly, there are some thematically adult things, but there's nothing really gross or violent or like gory about it. But yeah, I love Crypt Keeper. I love Tales from the Crypt. I like the theme Tales from the Crypt has, that bad people will get what's coming to them. Tales from the Crypt always kind of had this sense of twisted justice, in that people who scheme, people who try to like fuck people over or kill them for money, they will get what's coming to them in the end. Kind of a morality tale. I don't remember the entirety of the TV show, but I remember they kind of carried that over from the comics. So, Tales from the Crypt, season two. All right, what do we got? Four horror films. We have Live Animals, Roman, Wages of Sin, and Skeleton Man. Live Animals, explosive, grisly, and gutsy filmmaking. Live Animals is a twisted descent into hell on earth. Roman, when an encounter with the beautiful next door goes horribly wrong, a moment of desperation triggers a chilling turn of events for a reclusive social misfit. Wages of Sin, when a beautiful college graduate inherits an abandoned house in the countryside, she and her friends go there for a weekend getaway, only to discover that the evil presence of a twisted preacher still lingers there, and it doesn't want to leave. And finally, Skeleton Man, when an elite crew of soldiers investigating the mysterious death of four Army Special Forces officers meets an old blind Indian who claims to know what happened to the dead men. They become terrorized by the Skeleton Man. Oh man. All right, so this looks like direct to video, kind of like stuff you would find in a bargain bin in Walmart. But sometimes these movies are actually gems. Sometimes these are like first time directors giving a chance to do a horror film, and it doesn't go anywhere but a Walmart bargain bin. But some of the ideas are good, and sometimes they have really good kills. You know, Code Red. In 1942, Stalin created a secret weapon. Now the dead will rise once again. Code Red. Welcome to Zombie Armageddon. What kills them only makes them stronger. What kills them only makes them stronger. That's what the tagline is. If I die, I'm gonna be better off. I don't know about that. Anyways, yeah, I'll give it a watch. Oh, this is big. Oh, wow. Holy shit. This is a collection. This is a Puppet Master collection. Oh, wow. Puppet Master 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Curse of the Puppet Master, Retro Puppet Master, and a bonus feature disc, 45-minute title trailer reel. This is the entire goddamn Puppet Master collection. Wow, this is something else. I'm not a huge Puppet Master fan, but I do collect box sets. Of course, I got the Friday the 13th box set. I've got the Nightmare on Elm Street box set. I've got the Alien Quadrilogy box set. This one I'm still going through. This is the original run of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1980s cartoon. I'm still going through this. This is like 10 plus discs. I am definitely a fan of box sets, and this is really cool, especially for me to just be gifted this. Thank you so much. Hopefully I will love these movies. I think I may have seen one of the Puppet Masters. It was on TV, intercut with commercials. I wasn't really paying attention to it. But with this, I will definitely dive into the series hardcore. Suck. Oh, this looks like a vampire movie. Wow. Good cast, though. Look at this. Malcolm McDowell, Alice Cooper, Alex Lifeson, Moby, Henry Rollins, Iggy Pop, Dave Foley, Jessica Perry, Rob Stiff. I don't know how to pronounce that. But look at that cast. Suck. Okay. All right, good cast. A lot of rock stars. And I'm a huge fan of Malcolm McDowell. What we got? Real Zombies. Special edition. When the dead rise, the cameras roll. Independent underground filmmakers Mike Masters and David J. Francis playing themselves. Oh my God, that's always a pleasure. Are eager to complete the third film in their Zombie Night film trilogy, a series of rather unsuccessful, low-budget, shot-on-video gore fests. The problem, however, is a recent zombie apocalypse has taken over the world since their series began. At least if you are making zombie films and the actual zombie apocalypse breaks out, you don't have to pay the extras. They'll just be there. Actually, if the actors don't survive the principal photography, you don't even have to pay them anymore. Stitches. Okay, so we got a killer clown movie. This looks like kind of a little bit of John Wayne Gacy, a little bit of Pennywise. Let's see what else we got. The Prey. Every minute counts. Okay, so this looks more like a thriller. A convicted bank robber breaks out of prison to protect his family after confiding sensitive information to a fellow cellmate, only to realize he's actually a madman who will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Wait, so does the escaped convict realize that he's a madman, or did the guy that the escaped convict confessed to, did he realize he's a madman? Because the way this sentence is worded, it's like the syntax is unclear. What we got? Abducted. Your body, their experiment. Dave and Jessica, along with 3 other couples, are kidnapped by masked abductors at Griffin Park. Locked in a dark cell and sedated by gas, they are subjected to bizarre medical experiments and horrific physiological torture. After weeks of captivity, they make one final attempt to break free, only to discover the world they know will never be the same. Okay, so this is kind of, it seems like torture porn meets apocalypse. Oh well, I'll check it out. The Green Room, starring Patrick Stewart, of all people. Patrick Stewart in The Green Room. After witnessing a shocking crime, a young rock band is unexpectedly thrust into a life-or-death battle to escape the clutches of a diabolical club owner, played by Patrick Stewart. That's going to be a fucking trip. And his ruthless henchmen in this white-knuckle thriller. Oh my God. I'm going to enjoy that one. I should just get like a 6-pack of beer. Actually, for all this, it's going to take more than a 6-pack. I should get like a keg of beer and just go through all these. Children of the Grave. Okay, Children of the Grave, first and foremost, great song by Black Sabbath. If you haven't heard this fucking song by Black Sabbath, Children of the Grave, pause this video, look it up right now. It is one of my favorite Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath songs. The creators of Spooked, as seen on the Sci-Fi Channel. The haunting true story of Children of the Grave. So is this like a documentary? Examine real paranormal cases where exploring haunted orphanages and asylum. Wait, is that a complete sentence? Examine real paranormal case files while exploring haunted orphanages and asylums. Yes, it is a full sentence if I actually read all of the words in the sentence. Journey to Zombie Road and investigate the invasion of shadow children. Ghost hunt inside Pythian Castle's Tunnel of Pain, where the hunters are the hunted. Utilizing the world's leading paranormal experts, I doubt that, and cutting edge cinematography, I also doubt that. The filmmakers document this true story of the supernatural, capturing never before seen evidence that ghosts do exist. Are you scared yet? You will be. So this looks like a documentary. Fuck it, I'll watch it anyways. Let's see. Sharknado 2. Oh, Sharknado. I I don't think I need to explain Sharknado. It's a tornado of sharks. If you haven't heard of these movies by now, like, yeah, the title says it all. Oh, The Purge, Anarchy. Okay. I saw the first two Purge movies. After that, I kind of fell off the Purge bandwagon. Um, but I was just gifted this one for free, so fuck it. We're gonna watch it. The Purge. Speaking of The Purge, Mom and Dad, starring Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair. Wow, that's a pair up. Okay, so this is like psycho domestic. I know this type of trope has been done before. I want to say like the step parents or the in-laws or something. It was some quirky. I'm misremembering this, but it was some 80s or 90s like suburban quirky like horror comedy. Basket Case 3. Oh man, I've only seen the first Basket Case. I actually don't own it anymore. I used to have it, but I've not seen Basket Case 2 or 3, but now I have 3. So, I will be going through that. I should find and rent Basket Case 2 unless it's in here. I don't know. Is it in here? Lights Out. Oh man, this is from the director of The Conjuring. Lights Out, fun fact. This is actually based on a short horror film that's done by a married couple. They do a lot of very, very short, punchy horror. My favorite one is called Attic Panic. And it's usually starring a husband and wife. It's usually just starring the wife. I think it's written by them both, starring the wife, shot by the husband. And they're usually like there's no dialogue. They're usually very, very short horror films that have no dialogue. And Lights Out is one of those short films. If you haven't seen the short film, which essentially is the demo of this movie, go on YouTube and look it up. A Peter Jackson film, Heavenly Creatures. I'm a little spotty on Peter Jackson's earlier career. I have Dead Alive, which is also known as Brain Dead. That is my favorite early Peter Jackson film. I've also seen Meet the Feebles. I don't own it, but I've seen it. But he has some other ones. Bad Taste, never seen it. Available for rent or anything like that. I still need to see that. And Heavenly Creatures. But now, thank you, coworker and Mrs. Coworker. I now have Heavenly Creatures. Your fear is his amusement. Amusement. This is going to go along with Stitches, and I'm going to double feature this as like a Killer Clowns night. We have Leatherface. I think this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot prequel, I think. But there's one where like this girl not associated with the Sawyer family like inherits the farmhouse and she goes there, and Leatherface is, I don't know, maybe this is that movie. But Leatherface is there and she like becomes wrapped up in the Sawyer family down in Texas, and there's this ridiculous line where she's like, "Go get him, cuz." I don't know if this is that movie. Do you want to build the snowman? Michael Fassbender. Okay, I'm a fan of Michael Fassbender. I think he's done some pretty good work. So soon the first snow will fall and the hunt for a killer begins. Okay, so this looks more like a pursuit thriller. like what was the other one? The Prey. So like I'm gonna double feature Stitches and Amusement. I should also double feature The Prey and The Snowman because this looks kind of similar. Messengers 2, The Scarecrow. I didn't even know that they made a Messengers 2. For those of you that don't know, before she starred in the Twilight movies, Kristen Stewart starred in The Messengers. This is actually a really, really cool, underrated haunted house movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I want to say it's got kind of like a Southern Gothic kind of vibe. Um, but yeah, this actually has some pretty good scares in it. And if you hate the idea of like Kristen Stewart's wooden acting in Twilight, forget that. Watch this movie instead. She used to actually be able to act. That was harsh. She can still act. I think the direction that they gave her character in Twilight was to be this wooden blasé blank template that female viewers could project themselves on. Is like, oh, I'm the outsider dark emo girl in high school. That could be me. But Kristen Stewart can act. This movie proves Kristen Stewart can act. She has always been able to. Don't give her shit. It's undeserved. Let's see what I got next. Inbred. They came in peace, they left in pieces. Wow. Glorious, sick, and utterly hilarious. When four troubled teens and their social workers take a community service trip to a remote Yorkshire village, a minor incident with some local inbred youths rapidly escalates into a violent, deliriously warped nightmare. Alright, fuck it. Sounds fun. Sick. Okay, so we're going to make this a triple feature. Triple feature of insane clowns. The Hitcher. Okay, so I have not seen the original. I probably should because I heard it's very good. I've heard the Hitcher remake is kind of like, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. And I should definitely see the original Hitcher movie because I've heard it's a really masterfully suspenseful thriller, and I've just never seen it. All right, last one in the bag. We have Swiss Army Man, starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. My girlfriend loves Daniel Radcliffe, so we might watch this. Hank is stranded on a deserted island, having given up all hope of ever making it home again. But one day, everything changes when a corpse named Manny washes up on shore. The two become fast friends and ultimately go on an epic adventure that will bring Hank back to the woman of his dreams. Oh man. Weekend at Bernie's meets The Lighthouse, where like you're isolated, but you have a friend. I don't know. This is my haul. Again, I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Coworker for giving me all of this stuff. I certainly have a lot of footage to go through, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me react to getting all this stuff. Um, For now, I am Horror Man Mike, and I will see you in the next video.